Hello friends, my dear students, myself Wandhare Sheetal from Rayat Shikshan Sanstha's Rao Bahadur Narayan Rao Borawake College, Sirampur. This video belongs to the chapter Control and Coordination from the 12th Science. As per the new syllabus of the State Board, the various content of this chapter we have already discussed in the previous videos. In the previous video, we have seen about the different types of the nervous systems, that is the central, peripheral, autonomous nervous system. Along with that, we have seen the internal structure or TS of the spinal cord, then how the formation of the spinal nerve takes place, and after that we have seen the structure of the different glands present inside the body and how these glands synthesize different hormones and they are control all the physiological metabolic activities carried out inside the body. Now come towards the master endocrine gland present in body, that is the pituitary gland. As we have seen the internal structure of the brain, then the hypothalamus is nothing but the projection of this pituitary gland, and this hypothalamus, it shows the continuation of this pituitary, and this pituitary, it controls all the body activities, because the two types of the glands are present in the body, that is exocrine and endocrine, and this pituitary, it is the largest endocrine gland of the body, which is the P-shaped structure, the reddish gray in color, and it controls here all the activities of the remaining endocrine gland. Therefore, it is called as the master endocrine gland. It is located here below the hypothalamus of the brain, and below the hypothalamus it is get attached with the help of the stalk. That stalk is known as the infundibulum. With the help of this infundibulum, it will be get attached to the hypophyseal stalk. This pituitary gland remain locked in a bony depression, that is called it as the sella tertia. Just like the cranium, this sella tertia, it protects this pituitary gland in the form of the bony projection of the sphenoid bone. This pituitary gland, it consists of the two lobes, that is the adenohypophysis as well as the neurohypophysis. This adenohypophysis, it is the anterior lobe, and this neurohypophysis, it is the posterior lobe. This adenohypophysis, it is nothing but an outgrowth from the roof of the buccal cavity. This outgrowth is called it as the Rathke's pouch. It grows upward towards the brain. The neurohypophysis here, it grows in downward extension of the hypothalamus, and it outgrows together to forms the pituitary gland. The connection of Rathke's pouch with the pituitary gland, which is lost in the embryo, and the intermediate lobe is present in between this adenohypophysis and the neurohypophysis region. Now, this adenohypophysis here, as compared to neurohypophysis, it is the largest lobe of the pituitary gland, which is made up of the mostly cellular structure. It again divided into the three lobes, that is the pars distalis. The pars intermedia is nothing but here, it connects this anterior as well as the posterior lobe, and the pars tuberalis. Now, in this the lower region of this pars distalis, it shows that the location of the different epithelioid secretory cells as well as the acidophil as well as the basophil and chromophore. It shows the continuation of the nerves which is originated from this epithelioid cell, along with goes towards the pars tubularis region, and these nerves here, they will be helps here for the purpose of the sensation. Now come towards here the neurohypophysis, that is the second lobe of the pituitary gland. This neurohypophysis, it is again distinguished into the pars nervosa, infundibular stalk, and the median eminence. Here again this pars nervosa, it contains here the different nerve cells which are get located in the form of the axonic nerve fibers. Internally they are seen here. From these axonic nerve fibers, these nerves, they will be get originated and goes towards the hypothalamus region, which is present inside the forebrain. Okay. Now here in this way, the two parts of the adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis is there. Now which are the hormones synthesized with the help of adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. This adenohypophysis here, it secretes the somatotrophic hormone, that is we called it as the growth hormone, and the second, it also synthesized the thyroid stimulating hormone that controls here all the activities of the thyroid gland. It synthesizes or secretes the adrenocorticotropic hormone, the glands which are related to the kidney, that is the adrenal gland that controls here the working function of the kidney, the prolactin or luteinotropin hormone that controls here the different activities of the female reproductive tract as well as the milk production, the follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, the interstitial cell stimulating hormone present in the brain, that is the cells which are responsible for the process of spermatogenesis. Here in this way the different hormones synthesis, their control, their proper working and function is under the synthesizing of this adenohypophysis region. Now which hormones are synthesized with the help of these neurohypophysis? The oxytocin, it is the important hormone synthesized with the help of these neurohypophysis. It stimulates here the contraction of the uterus during the parturition, and it stimulates here the mammary gland for the release of the milk. The second is the antidiuretic hormone. Here this antidiuretic hormone, that is called it as the vasopressin. Again this hormone, it controls here the regular functioning of the kidney, as well as here it reduces the water absorption and increase the urine output, that is the maybe suffering from the diabetes insipidus, because the detection of the sugar in the urine, that is called as the diabetes insipidus, and detection of the sugar in the blood, that we termed as the diabetes mellitus. Now this pars intermedia, it connects here the two lobes, that intermedia means in between these two, the adeno and neurohypophysis, and this is the poorly developed in human being, that region is not too much developed, but here it secretes here the melanocyte stimulating hormone in the most of the lower vertebrates, because in human being here that still it is having the not proper advanced role, they have been get notified, and this melanocyte stimulating hormone here that depress the melanin granules or melanocyte, and it is responsible for the skin color of the person, that we call it as the pigmentation formation. Okay, in this way here the structure of the pituitary gland and different hormones synthesized with the help of the pituitary gland. Okay, thank you.